Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and join me today for this super simple meal prep. I am going to be making breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I have actually procrastinated meal prepping for a couple days because I was just feeling uninspired and unmotivated and like I don't want to do anything new or complicated, and I also have a bunch of leftovers, so like how can I do this easy? And whenever I start trying to plan a meal prep, I always get like over ambitious and want to cook like 7 or 8 things. I think about how ingredients can be reused and repurposed, and I tend to go overboard. So this week I want to use up a couple leftovers from last week, make small batches of the ingredients for this week. And I mean, I guess technically I'm also doing 2 like condiments in addition to my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but it's still gonna be a quick and easy meal prep. But like I said, part of the reason behind that is because I'm using some leftovers. In last week's meal prep, I made a bunch of super duper dips with basically all my favorite nacho toppings. I still had quite a bit of quinoa taco mix, but I had made a big batch. I wanted to freeze some of that. And I still have all of this potato cheese. I just ate a little bit out of this container. So I am going to combine the potato cheese and the quinoa taco mix with frozen shredded hash browns and make a cheesy taco hash brown casserole to have for breakfast. I mean, really, any time of the day it's good, but I mostly eat it for breakfast. For my lunch, I am going to make a batch of my chickpea of the sea sandwich filling. And I normally do 2 cans of hearts of palm, 2 cans of chickpeas, make a pretty big batch. Today I'm just gonna do 1 of each and make a smaller batch. And then if I'm still really liking it in a couple days, I can make another small batch. So I'm going to be following Dr. McDougall's Maximum Weight Loss for this meal prep, making 50-50 plates, half starch, half non-starchy veg. So I got these whole wheat, oil-free pitas to eat my chickpea of the sea sandwich filling with. And then I also got some extra vegetables like tomato and cucumber. And I can usually make a decent 50-50 plate with all those ingredients. If I need a little more veg with my lunch, I'll use part of my dinner. For dinner, I am going to be steaming a giant batch of stir-fry vegetables in my Instant Pot. I have this big container down here with chopped up yellow squash. Up here, I have a bunch of broccoli. I have 2 bell peppers to use up. I'm gonna chop some of these baby carrots. I bought this asparagus last week, but never got around to eating it. I find that this stays so fresh and crisp in a jar of water. You can see this little sad guy here. His end wasn't in the water. His end was like up here in the top of the jar, and he is the only one that is looking this sad. Like, see the comparison? I also have a bunch of kale, and I'll probably do a steamable bag of edamame as well. I think that's gonna be quite a bit of vegetables. And then to go with my stir-fry vegetables, I'm going to do some of this brown basmati rice on the stovetop. I'm gonna pre-cook that today and keep it separate from the vegetables in case I want the vegetables on their own. And then I also have these stir-fry rice noodles that I really like. I'm not gonna pre-cook these. These are super easy to cook when you wanna eat them. You just heat up the water to boiling and then just drop the noodles in. I really like these. So because I have the potato cheese and the quinoa taco mix left from last week, that will save a ton of time not having to prep those 2 things today. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my rice cooking on the stove. That takes about 40 minutes after it comes to a boil. Then I'll put together the casserole with the hash brown, potato cheese, and taco mix. I cook the casserole for 40 minutes as well. So while the casserole's cooking, get all the vegetables chopped, get those steaming in the Instant Pot. I think everything should kind of be done around the same time. I think this meal prep might take less than an hour, but I'm forgetting my 2 condiments. And the chickpea of the sea I was forgetting. I'll do that after I get the vegetables cooking in the Instant Pot because the chickpea just gets blended up in the Ninja. And then my 2 condiments. I got this bag of jalapenos for 99 cents at Kroger yesterday, and I have some jalapeno juice in my fridge. So I'm going to slice these up and put them in that pickled jalapeno juice. And for me, it just makes them last longer. I mean, I guess it flavors them as well, but for me, it's more about preserving them than like trying to flavor them or anything. Leave the seeds in there and those will be like extra spicy. And the other thing I'm going to do is start growing a batch of sprouts. I love these on my chickpea of the sea sandwiches. And they usually do take 5 to 7 days, so that's another reason I'm making a smaller batch of the chickpea. These probably won't be done for that batch, but I can make a second batch when the sprouts are ready. And something about growing sprouts that just like gives spring vibes, you know, and I'm feeling like I need some spring vibes. Step 1, cook the rice. Should I just finish off the bag? I decided just to finish off that bag of rice. It's about 1.5 cups. I'm gonna get this going on the stove. Now I'm going to mix together the cheesy taco hash brown casserole, and I contemplated doing this as a 50-50 meal, using some riced cauliflower in there as some filler for some non-starchy veg as well. But I don't think I have enough potato cheese to stretch that far, but that's an idea for next time. All right, got all my veggies prepped. This is the biggest batch I've ever done in here. Got about 1.5 cups of water to steam the veggies. And then I just use my preset settings, steam and broccoli. So now I am over halfway done, and the timing in the beginning was perfect for me to get the rice to come to a boil while I mixed together that casserole. Casserole went in the oven at the same time that the rice went down to a simmer, and they have 13 minutes left. Next up, I need to get my celery chopped for my chickpea of the sea and then blend that together. I'll post a link to the full recipe video for that, but basically half of the chickpeas will go into the dip and get blended up with the hearts of palm. The other half I make a hummus with, and that's what helps like bind and hold the dip together for a sandwich filling. So once the chickpea of the sea dip is blended up, I need to slice those jalapenos that are going to go into my jar of jalapeno juice. And then I need to get my sprouts growing. Okay, 11 minutes left on that timer. I don't think I'm getting done in 11 minutes, but let's see what we can do. My meal prep is complete. I wish I could tell you how long it took me, but I have no idea. I ended up having to put my vegetables through the steam cycle in the Instant Pot twice. And after that happened, I remembered that happened last time I did a giant batch like that. But now they look amazing. I think they look so delicious. I think the only other thing I would add would maybe be like some purple cabbage just for a little more color. This is something I'm going to get into the habit of doing every single week, just whatever vegetables I have in the fridge or whatever's on sale that week. Giant batch of veg, so I'll always have something for my non-starchy vegetables this week. And I wasn't able to put away my rice and my veggies because I really need to do some dishes. So here is my rice. That was 1.5 cups of dry rice. Oh, still a little juicy. Cheesy taco hash brown casserole looks delicious. My chickpea of the sea turned out looking really good. I'm gonna try some of that for lunch. There's my fresh jalapenos in this jar of old juice. And after I filled this with jalapenos, I just added some water to top it off so it was filled to the top. And I still had like 6 more jalapeno peppers, so I'm gonna try to think of something to do with those. Maybe just make some salsa. And then I got my sprout tray growing, but like I said, those will be like 5 to 7 days before those are ready to be eaten. I do have a YouTube video from when I first got this sprout tray, and you can follow me like day by day as I watch them grow and water them and stuff. Like, this was a really good investment. I'm very happy I got that. So that'll be it for my meal prep today. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and be well. Oh well. Oh well. What the heck? When did I rip my shirt? That's sad. Just restart all that. Why? I think this meal prep might take me Why, hello, Penny. I thought you were gonna sleep in this morning. Hello, princess. Why is my fridge so loud and annoying? What was that, princess? You could be a model. Look at that over-the-shoulder posing. Tell me more. And then what happened? And what else? Do you just want attention? Are you just begging for my attention? Say, quit paying attention to YouTube, Mom. Pay attention to me. Is that what you're saying? You're so cute. I'm almost done. So many sounds. So I should be over. Was perfect. Now the fridge shuts off. So during that and that's what's gonna bind my dip together. Of course that beeps now. So now, I don't even remember where I was. What did I already say? Don't even talk, Penny, just don't even talk. I knew it. I knew it. I also said her name. What are you saying? What's up, Ted? You called me over here. What do you want? You be nice. Give me a head bump. You give me a head bump? Oh, he's trying. He's trying to be sweet. Are you? Love you. Oh, dude.